We will learn to collect data effectively and represent it in a number of different ways, such as tally charts and pictograms. You might remember reading tally charts and pictograms in your big maths. Before we start, let's recall counting in 2s, 5s and 10s using the 100 square. It is Monday morning. A lot of teachers have arrived to school by car. What colored cars are the most popular? We can present this using a tally chart. The reason why we will use a tally chart is because it is a system that helps us organize data or information that is given. The information can be objects, animals, food, idea. Today we will be organizing information about cars. Why do we have tally marks and how do they help us organize the information? Let's say we have 12 pens. There are a couple of ways of writing it out. You can write it out numerically, like this. You can write it out as a number. And another way to keep track of things is with tally marks. There are marks that tell us how many of each object there are. For example, if I would have 12 pens, I would go. Now, if I had just a glance at this and I didn't know there were 12, I would have to go through and count each one of these little marks to know it was 12. And that might be fine with 12, but what happens if we have 120? We could easily make a mistake when counting and it would definitely take a lot of our time. Tally marks are actually a better way of writing out a number instead of making all of these teeny tiny marks that we have to count each time we look at a number. They have made a special way to do it, whereby 5s they organize the number. So for example, instead of writing 12 like this, you can write it like this. So now we have groups of 5 and we can count in 5s and then add 2 to it. This is the correct way we use tally marks. We have them divided in groups of 5 and then we add more onto it if we have a bigger number. Find the red cars in the tally chart, read information and answer the question. Find the yellow cars in the chart, read information and answer the question. Find the blue cars in the chart, read information and answer the question. All together tells us that we will be adding. Many more tells us that we are looking for a difference between numbers. If we are looking for a difference between numbers, we need to subtract. Find red and yellow cards in the chart. Remember, in subtraction and division, the bigger number always comes first. We are again looking for a difference between numbers. Find yellow and blue cards in the chart. Subtract the numbers and answer the question. Look at the information in the chart and find the smallest number. You can also compare numbers. Look at the numbers in your chart. Compare them and order them from the greatest to the smallest. If we put the points in lines in a table, we can make a pictogram. There are 6 red cars, 4 yellow cars and 5 blue cars. We are going to create a pictogram to show this information. In pictograms, we are using pictures or symbols to represent an object. Sometimes a picture or a symbol can be worth more than one. Every pictogram has to have a key. This tells us what each symbol represents. In our pictogram, we will be using circles. Each circle will represent one car.